I think in an ideal world, I would want a Weasley boat. You know, like from Harry Potter, where it's big enough when you get into port and small enough when you want to work on it. Well, barring that, which I haven't found, have you invented it yet? I'd like one, thank you very much. I choose a small boat, and here is why. Hi, I'm Nika Waters, and welcome to the Boat Galley Podcast. Today I'm waxing poetic about our small boat, because it is, indeed, maintenance time. Today's episode of the Boat Galley Podcast is sponsored by Seaworthy Goods, creator and maker of Port Visor rain shields, which keep rain out and let breeze in. Life is too short to be uncomfortable on board, so don't be. Now you can keep ports open with these easy-to-install and durable visors. Check seaworthygoods.com, that's SEAWORTHYGOODS.com to learn more. Use coupon code SMARTBOATSTUFF10 for an exclusive 10% off your next order. Seaworthy Goods. Smart stuff, smart boats. We're coming to the tail end of putting a brand new paint job on our 28-foot sailboat. And the amount of time we've spent prepping and working and painting and prepping and sanding and painting has had us both maybe a little stiff and a little sore. We finished putting the first coat of primer on Calypso's bulwarks, and Jeremy said to me, "Do not underestimate the bulwark." It took us 6 hours to do one coat, just on the bulwarks. All right, fine. The bulwarks is also the covering board and the rub rail and even the knees for the taffrail, but still, doing a coat on the entire hull, including the cabin sides, only took 2 hours. So the combination of bulwark and hull and cabin sides, that's a full day's worth of work just to put a coat of paint on it. It's a lot of work. And if you were to ask me if we were brain dead by the end of one round of painting, you would be 100% correct. Yep, brain dead doesn't come close to describing how exhausted we were when we were done. After we finished painting the bulwarks the first time, I mentioned how glad I was that this boat is not 1 single inch bigger. It's a little bit of a joke, right? When we're in an anchorage somewhere and we want to have 20 people over for cocktails, our boat is limited. We really couldn't do that very easily. In fact, well, we could. They'd be all over every single inch of the boat, but we could have 20 people over. We've had 10 people for dinner down below. What's 20? That's not a big deal. But when I mentioned that I'm really glad, particularly at maintenance time, that this boat is not 1 single inch bigger, Jeremy turned around and he said, "Yeah, but if we had a bigger boat, maybe we couldn't do it all ourselves, and we'd have to hire somebody. Maybe that would be better." And it made me think about Lynn and Larry Pardee. And Larry Pardee in Cruising in Seraphin, he talks a lot about how he wanted a boat that was small enough to maintain by himself. And I don't think until we really spent all this time working on the boat that I totally understood that sentiment. Because you absolutely can maintain any boat yourself. It just takes time. What we've come to realize is that how much time that is, that absolutely has hit home as we're working on this major project. Although when I turned around and said back to him, I don't know, I don't think we necessarily would hire people because already it's too expensive. And let's face it, nobody's going to take care of your boat the way you will. And if we had a bigger boat, I'm not sure we'd be any more inclined to hand it over to somebody else. And maybe we wouldn't be any more inclined at all because it would cost more money and we wouldn't want to spend more money. There's got to be some balance, much like the Weasley's house, and small on the outside and big on the inside. But this is the balance between spending money and spending time. But a small boat, you can spend time, and even though it seems like tons and tons of time compared to a bigger boat, the amount of time that we're spending on maintaining and making our boat look spectacular and beautiful, if it was a bigger boat, it would take a whole lot longer. As we look at this paint job, the hull and the cabin sides and the bulwarks are done. We've got 3 out of 4 coats of the green stripes on. And we're so thrilled with the work that we're doing on her and how it's turning out. And yeah, right now, we are so jazzed and excited that she is not 1 single inch bigger. I can't wait to share an anchorage with you when we get to enjoy the time together on our boats, whatever the size they are. And hopefully, we're not doing endless maintenance when we're out there. Thank you for listening to the Boat Galley podcast. We love hearing from our listeners. We love it when you share us with your friends, and we love it when you don't forget to subscribe. 2 of these episodes come out every single week. Have the most amazing week.